Everybody has joined us and are coming in. So I will let my fellow panelists introduce themselves, and let's start with you, Nina.
Hello, I'm Nina Fletcher. I'm acting CEO of Ciarb.
Hi, I'm Han. I'm head of product at Jus Mundi.
I am Dorothy. I'm an independent arbitrator in Geneva, Switzerland.
And hello, I'm Victoria. I represent both Jus Mundi and Jus Connect, and really happy to have you join us today. So Nina will kindly do the opening remarks for this event that we have. So thank you for joining us, and I welcome you again to the Jus Connect Ciarb webinar.
Thank you, Victoria. Thank you all for joining. It's lovely to see so many members, and thank you also to our Jus Mundi colleagues. We announced our partnership together, Jus Mundi and Ciarb, in June last year. That partnership is based on a shared commitment to diversity and inclusion in alternative dispute resolution, and a shared desire to make the process of selecting DR, dispute resolution professionals, more objective, transparent and fair. So what we've done with the partnership is develop a tool which links your Ciarb directory entries with Jus Connect's data-driven specialist directory for arbitration. So as a member, you can link your more qualitative profile on Ciarb's directory with Jus Connect's platform. Jus Connect is Jus Mundi's sister platform. So the main value of this tool is that it strengthens your profile by adding the data that Jus Connect has gathered, and it also amplifies the reach of your profile through Jus Mundi's network of over 600 and growing clients around the world. So the purpose of today's webinar is to talk you through, show you the benefits of this tool. So Han is going to give you an overview of Jus Connect and how the data is gathered. Victoria will talk you through the process of how you link the two profiles, and Dorothy will bring the whole thing to life by explaining how she has taken advantage of the benefits of this tool. So I'll hand over to Han now.
Thank you very much, Nina, and thank you very much for this overview of the partnership. We are very proud to have you as a partner, and then we are very proud of having Ciarb as a partner to empower more arbitrators in the market and drive more like inclusion and diversity in the arbitrator selection, but also to help young practitioners to be. Now, what is Jus Connect? So let me share my screen so you can see the platform firsthand. So Jus Connect is the sister platform of Jus Mundi, and we are a professional network for international law and arbitration. We are the world's first data-backed professional network for arbitration. And when I say data-backed, what does it mean? So basically, all publicly known case data on each practitioner profile, arbitrator profile, is transferred directly to the profile, and basically we give like a quick overview with analytics on the activity of an arbitrator, which is publicly known, and it's fueled by the data of Jus Mundi, which means like the data that is publicly available, plus all the data that we get through exclusively, sometimes also the partnerships with like leading institutions like ICC and others. And yeah, we basically connect those seeking arbitration professionals, arbitrators, with those who are available to accept mandates as arbitrators. Jus Connect was created in 2022, and it has become in this short amount of time actually the go-to platform for arbitrator selection. Due to the unique tools and the data insights that we offer on arbitrator profiles. And what does it mean, like the go-to tool? I can give you some numbers that highlights our position in the market. We are used by more than 15,000 users per month. So compared to last year, January, we actually doubled the numbers of users. And out of these users, we have more than 600 clients from 80 countries. So who subscribe to Jus Connect to get these unique insights. And and from the GAR 30, we have 29 law firms, for instance. And this makes basically the Jus Connect platform also a place to be for arbitrators to be visible, because basically the due diligence, I can show you the, sorry. For instance, the conflict checker tool gives you a quick look into potential conflicts of interest in seconds. So basically you have to include 2 names, and then you can just click search, and then you get direct and indirect results. And also the filter search of arbitrators is very unique in the market due to the arbitrators, but it's also tailored to find diverse arbitrator panel. We have the gender filter, we have the nationality filter, which is very important to select a neutral arbitrator. And that makes it the go-to platform for arbitrators to be visible on Jus Connect. And yes, you can see we have the auto-generated profiles, which I was talking about just before, but every individual, so any of you can join as a member on Jus Connect for free and get access to this viewership. And the best thing is all your publicly known cases are transferred automatically. So you just need to take care of the rest. And I'm happy to hand over to Dorothy. She can share with us what makes her what was the reasons behind joining, having a member profile on Ciarb, but also a member profile on Jus Connect, and also help give us a quick tour through her profile.
All right, thank you very much. Yes, so I guess that all the people that are attending here, or most of them, you are already members of Ciarb. So you already have your profile on the Ciarb website. Now, what's the most important thing for an arbitrator to be successful and to get interesting cases? It's that people think of you at the right time, and that people find you, and when they look for arbitrators, that they come across your profile. And what's one of the challenges that we face is that we have, of course, there's a lot of different ways how one can place one's profile in order to be found. And you know it as well as I do, that whenever something changes, whenever you add it to a new panel, for example, or whatever else it might be, it's a lot of work to kind of update all the different places where your profile is posted. So that's why I'm extremely grateful that Ciarb actually, instead of having own detailed profile, that it has the link now to the Jus Connect profile, and that you then can go straight from the Ciarb profile. You see it here in front of you. You see the link, and that directly then goes to the Jus Connect profile. That all I have to update for the details is the Jus Connect profile. So if we go here, you will see there's a lot of information that parties can get when looking at your profile. And as you know, the more information they have, the more helpful it is to the parties to decide whether or not you're the right person for any case they're considering you for. So you see at the beginning, you see kind of in a nutshell what the profile is. The overview section that you see that starts here with Dorothy Schremm as a Swiss independent arbitrator, that is something that I filled in myself. So this is something you can present, you can decide for yourself how you want to present yourself in a nutshell. And that is written by yourself and edited very easily. And then comes some basic information, the bar admission, the case ranger, the track record. Here, what I'm very grateful for is that you actually get 2 pieces of information. The first is the real one, I would say. Here you see the case range that I have declared, 51 to 100 cases. And that's, of course, now the real number of cases I have handled. And then comes the second line, the cases found on Jus Mundi, 10. You will see that number is very low. The reason being that most of the arbitrations where I sit are just confidential. So there is no publicly available information. And so that means those numbers will always be lower than the real caseload. But the real caseload that you had, you can indicate yourself. So then you can see there's related profiles. You see there are 37 people that either work or well, I'm independent now, used to work in the same firm as me, which for conflict purposes is of course very helpful. You see my contract email, fantastic. You can directly email me. That is very helpful. You see the nationalities, and then you can see more details down there. The work experience is listed. You get skills and expertise, in particular the 3 main languages, the 3 main industries, and the 3 main institutions. That already gives you kind of a sense of, that is also provided by myself. So this is not data collected by Jus Mundi, but that's information I gave myself. Then you see the distinctions on what arbitrator panels is that arbitrator listed. And there's a number of options. You can see also the fellowship here. And any arbitrator panel that you might be interested in, because your case might be under a specific set of rules, you will see whether I'm listed on that particular panel or not. Then come the associations that you're a member of. Also, more information about that arbitrator. So that's basically just the about section. What's very good if you go there. It's not so easy to find. If you go next to follow, the 3 little dots, you can see there's a CV. So that is my actual PDF CV that I have provided, and that hopefully I update every now and then. And so, that is something then available for download. So that is extremely neat because, of course, that has even more information about a person and about their experience. So it's very helpful that you can download that straight from the platform. All right. So if we go back to, so that's the about section, then you see the cases and analytics. Now we're entering the section that is actually captured by the AI tools of Jus Mundi and shows you what kind of cases are in the public domain or are on Jus Mundi where I acted as an arbitrator or as counsel. And you can see some breakdown, what seats of arbitration, what industries, etc. So that already gives you a sense of, if you're interested in a particular industry, that your case is about that, you can find that information, and that's how basically you will be seen by the world. Now, with the caveat, again, these are only cases that are somehow in the public domain. So of course, that is only a small fraction of what I do and of what I'm sure you do. So, but everybody who knows, Jus Connect and has used it a few times knows exactly that those are basically only those few that are publicly available. And from there, you can also go directly then, if you have a Jus Mundi subscription, to the documents that actually underlie the different cases. So you can see whatever is available. And I think there's also, in my case, like one decision by some Supreme Court of Chile or Peru or some Southern American country. I would never have known even that my award was upheld there or that enforcement was upheld. I only learned that by actually looking at the document on Jus Connect, and I was delighted to see that. So you learn a lot of things about yourself and your awards that you didn't even know about. So that's quite fun. And in the end, you see the publications, those that are available on Jus Mundi, and you see those being listed as well and can access it. So for counsel, that's a lot of information and data points that they get when they do a due diligence on an arbitrator. And for you as arbitrators, it's a lot of information that you can provide and just increases the chance of being found. What's interesting to know, it's very easy to actually update and edit your profile. So that is a process that's really where the quality of a technical platform shows. How easy is it to edit your information? And in this case, it's like super easy. That's it's very accessible. So I would not be, you don't need to be worried about that. Another point that's quite interesting is that the domain, Jus Connect domain, is actually ranking quite high on Google. So if anybody Googles your name, if you have a profile on Jus Connect, chances are this is one of the first things that come up. And that is also, the higher the ranking on Google, the more chances that people will actually find you. So I think that's in a nutshell why I am on it. It's, as an arbitrator, it's always good to put out information that you are comfortable to share and to give people a chance to find you and to learn about you, so that they can seriously consider you for a case. Because after all, it's all about it's a position of trust, and people have to know you or know things about you in order to trust you.
Should we also show Dorothy's Ciarb profile? So for all of you Ciarb members today, Dorothy, again, thank you. You are our Star Jus Connect profile. Thank you for filling it in and sharing it with the audience today. We do have a new feature as part of the partnership. So now you can link your Ciarb profile to your Jus Connect profile by including the link. And therefore the platforms become interconnected. Perfect. Okay, well, Dorothy, thank you again for walking us through your profile, your experience with both Ciarb and Jus Connect. You've highlighted a lot of the benefits of having both profiles, as well listing all of your panels that you're on, all of the experience that you have. And thank you for reminding us again that the more information you share about yourself, the more searches you will come up on Jus Connect, and the higher your Google ranking will be. So once all of you do go to create your profiles or claim your profiles, please do keep that in mind.
And I do, just to interrupt here, I do congratulate Ciarb for having the foresight of actually doing it that way, because a lot of associations or professional organizations, a lot of them say, oh, well, I'd rather have my own kind of detailed profile, my own platform, so that people are only coming to my site and to nobody else's. And the fact that Ciarb is actually linking them is super, super helpful for the arbitrators. And I really appreciate that you make it also easier by doing that. You're making it easier for your members to actually, being focused then on only updating one profile and not several profiles. So it's a real service to the membership. And I really appreciate that you've done it that way.
Wonderful. Well, thank you for that feedback. So we have quite a few questions in the chat. So the first two questions I will address because they keep coming up. All the opportunities we're covering today as part of our partnership with Ciarb are free of charge, completely complimentary. You will not need to purchase an individual Jus Connect profile or a subscription in order to benefit from having a profile in Jus Connect, and other things that we will cover as part of the partnership. Second question, yes, this webinar is being recorded. It will be circulated to all of you and anyone who missed the event as well. And the third question is, we will walk you right now through how do you actually create your profile and how do you edit your profile. So just to finish off on Dorothy's Ciarb profile, you can add your Jus Connect link by going and editing your Ciarb profile directly on the Ciarb website. So once you have your Jus Connect link to your profile, you can just add it exactly as Dorothy has done. So if we go back on the Jus Connect page, so my colleague Hanh, thank you so much again for the introduction to Jus Connect. So we've had a couple of questions come up already about Jus Connect. So Jus Connect, you will see there's the repeated question about Why do I have less cases than the cases I've actually worked on? As you will see from Dorothy's profile and other profiles, we do have specific categories on Jus Connect. So we have categories for counsel, lawyers, for arbitrators, experts, both technical or quantum experts, legal experts, and tribunal secretaries. So the great thing about Jus Connect is that it's very accessible depending at what stage you are in your career. If you have not yet had any arbitrator appointments and don't have cases to showcase for that, that is okay. You can start by adding your experience that you have as counsel, as legal expert, or even better, tribunal secretary. What we already, once you go to create a Jus Connect profile, I have shared the link with you in the chat. I will share it again. So you have this link. Oh, apologies. Just going to share my screen. That's okay. Apologies. Okay. Okay. All right. So you will receive this link. You will go through this link, and you will type in your name to see if we already have a profile for you on Jus Connect. So as my colleague Hanh explained, we already have many profiles on Jus Connect based on cases that are available on our sister platform, Jus Mundi. So Jus Mundi is the platform or database where we collect all cases, information on cases, case documents, and awards. And afterwards, the profiles are automatically extracted. The screen is not working. I'm sorry for the interruption.
So I need to go to Zoom.
So yes. Can you just share? Apologies for the interruption. Okay. I hope everyone can see the link now to the Jus Connect, join Jus Connect link. Okay, apologies for the wait. So here you will receive the link in order to generate your Jus Connect profile. So first you will type in your name to see if we already have an existing profile for you. So as I covered, we already have a lot of profiles generated from the cases that we have. So questions might come up. I thought this case was confidential. Why do you have my name tagged to this case? Jus Mundi follows very strict guidelines. So we publish all cases that we find in the public domain. So this can be anything from a company press release for notice of arbitration to awards that become available through enforcement proceedings. So if your name is mentioned in the document, the profile will be automatically extracted and placed into one of these categories. We also have partnerships with almost 100 institutions globally. So this means that we have institutions sharing awards with us, which are mostly redacted by us. But sometimes we will keep the names of the arbitrators or the names of the counsel. So from these cases, proceedings that perhaps were confidential, the award then becomes non-confidential, and it is agreed with the parties in the institution that we are able to publish it. So just to keep this in mind. If you already have a profile, the profile will come up with your name, and then you can just go ahead to claim it. If you don't have a profile, you will create one. So you will enter your name, and then you will share some information about yourself. So here's where you can, state where you're located, where you're working, and also very important, what mandates are you taking? So are you taking mandates just as arbitrator or also counsel and arbitrator? So please do state all the mandates that you're taking, because again, once our users use this search, it will be better for you to come up in more searches. So once your profile is complete, if you are just creating a new profile, our Jus Connect team will contact you to confirm that your profile is ready. Once your profile is created, afterwards, you can go to the login that you will have. So again, free of charge. And through this login, you can complete information about yourself. So you can add more information, your CV, and you can add all of the panels, all of the memberships that you have. So please do add all the arbitrator panels that you're on, your engagements with associations as well. This is very important and does create and enrich profiles. So do we have any questions?
Well, yeah, maybe two more comments on that. The first, I mean, just to underline one point, there's no charge. You can put your whole profile up for no charge. So that's good. You need a subscription if you want to search all kind of things, if you want to actually do filter searches on Jus Connect. But for creating your profile and being found, which is for you the main thing for the time being, there's no charge. And the second point, as in so many other areas of life, you get the more out, the more you put in. So for example, with a low number of cases that are publicly reported, you can boost that up by just giving information to Jus Connect and saying, okay, I have set on a case in whatever, Dubai, with this and that arbitrator. And then I've been on the receiving end of these messages that Jus Connect or the system will then reach out to these other two arbitrators and will say, hey, can you confirm that you have been with that person on that case? Now, by doing that, you don't reveal any confidential information because there's no case reference, there's nothing confidential in there. But yeah, it takes time. I mean, I personally have never, unfortunately, had the time to sit down and go through my cases and do that. But if you want to do that, you can. And then your number of cases that is kind of linked, publicly linked, will go up. So that just as a kind of tip.
So Dorothy, thank you. I love that. And I do hope that you will have time someday to sit down and share your cases with us. This is a very good point for any of you who have a low caseload for the moment at Jus Connect that you would like to boost. Please do submit cases to us. So we will share afterwards. You can do it. We have a contact email for Jus Connect. We also have a chat on our website you can use. But Dorothy made a very good point. So you can submit non-confidential information about a case. So very general information, the seat, the administering institution, and we will verify the information anonymously with other participants in this case. So if it's co-arbitrators or counsel from the case, so we can reach out to them. You can also, send us a message from the administering institution that they validate the case on your behalf. We never publish any confidential information. We never collect information, the party names. So please do know that anything you submit to us is treated very carefully. We also do propose a whole Excel spreadsheet for those of you who want to really add your bulk of cases on Jus Connect. We do welcome that. We have a very established process internally and with institutions with which we're partnered. So once your case is created here, your case will be added to your profile, and your profile will appear here as a new member that joined. So the profile will be publicly available. Many features in the profile are visible even to those people who don't have a subscription to Jus Connect. So that's important. Because as Dorothy shared, if someone is Googling your name, they can access this information free of charge and also download your CV and more information. As well, this Jus Connect search is also available free of charge. So anyone who would like to run their due diligence, type in your name, maybe type in your firm's name, they can use the search function here. Before we proceed to the next opportunities that we have with Ciarb, do we have questions in the chat?
I think we had a few, and I can try to answer on the most frequent ones. So there was a question like, what is the point of joining Jus Connect if you haven't had an arbitrator appointment yet? So as you can see, you can add any information any like experience that is non-arbitrator, because Jus Connect actually helps you also to get your first arbitrator appointment by sharing your information as tribunal secretary, ex-legal expert, and as a lawyer. So you can share this information. And for instance, if you see a case on Jus Mundi, for instance, and you are not mentioned there, and you had been like tribunal secretary, you can reach out to us to be listed as tribunal secretary there. And then also with like Dorothy and Asa, we created like the tribunal secretary platform, which is completely for free, including the filter search. So there you get already visibility as tribunal secretary. But like if you choose a filter, for instance, and someone looks for a construction arbitrator, an arbitrator experience in construction dispute arbitration, you will show up if you share, for instance, on your profile that you have experience in construction, or if you have any case linked to construction as counsel or tribunal secretary or in another role.
Thank you. We also had questions about sharing an award, for example, or a document with us, a decision which you were a part of. So we actually have a partnership with IBA in order to receive non-confidential decisions. So if you know that your award is not confidential, either because it is somewhere in the public domain, or you have permission from the administering institution and the parties to publish the award, you can send it through to us. We will share all the contact information for you, how to reach Jus Mundi and Jus Connect in order to do that. This is something that our practitioners also do very frequently. They will share awards which will be available free of charge in our Jus Mundi database in order to be linked for those documents, so users can learn even more about them and their critical thinking. We have, there were some other questions regarding payment. So again, this opportunity is completely complimentary, and the Jus Connect profile is accessible to all Ciarb members, and all Ciarb members can add a Jus Connect link on their Ciarb profile. Do we have any other questions about creating a profile that we should address? Okay, another opportunity we wanted to share with you is our Daily Jus. Daily Jus is our news platform. So here it is also accessible for free to the public. And here's where we share articles, reports, any kind of updates that we have in the arbitration world. And anyone who is interested, please do come visit Daily Jus and become a contributor. So you can send us your article ideas, any topics that you would like to cover, and we will help gladly work with you, send you our editorial guidelines in order to have an article from you on Daily Jus. Do we have any questions on Daily Jus? Let me see. How do you understand it? Okay. All right. I think this is coming to the end of our webinar. We will have a recording of the session. We will circulate it to all the participants. A huge thanks to Nina for introducing the partnership, for Ciarb's Trust as well, for the collaboration that we have together. It's really, the purpose is to support Ciarb members, make sure that we're working together in order to help all of you build your profile, build your experience, to share, to have more appointments, and to be confident in your work. Dorothy, again, thank you so much for your star profile. Thank you for sharing your wisdom as well with the participants. We hope that this was helpful for everyone. We will just go maybe through the last questions. So we will reshare, I will reshare right now in the chat. I will reshare the link to join Jus Connect, the contact information that we have for Jus Connect, and as well the link to the IBA program to share any documents, non-confidential decisions. And lastly, Daily Jus to submit articles for us. My colleague Hanh, in the meantime, will be answering any questions that you have directly in the chat.
I've seen a number of questions about the Tribunal Secretary platform.
Oh, yes.
The easiest to do to access that is Google Tribunal Secretary platform. Put that in Google, it will take you straight. There is only one. So it will take you straight to the platform, to the landing page, and there you will find information on how to join if that's the particular platform you're interested in.
Okay, Hanh, any last words from you?
All good. We are hoping to have you as members very soon on Jus Connect. And again, it's free of charge. So see you soon on our platform.
Right. Thank you very much for everyone who joined, and we will circulate all the information to you by email. And we wish you a wonderful rest of the week. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.